Hey guys, I hope you're all well. Right, I hope you're all enjoying this very warm weather we're having at the moment. It is slightly uncomfortable in this shed. As you can see, Blue's picking the best spots again in front of the fan. Spread out, warming his tackle down on the cold floor. Yeah, oh, we nearly had a little wag of the towel then. He's got the best spot. Anyway, you can probably tell by the title of the video, yeah, I'm having a little bit of an experiment. Just because, yeah, I want to have a go at it really, that's the only reason. And it's a little bit of a saving, to be honest. So I was looking at crash bungs for this bike. I don't think I've ever put crash bungs on a bike before. Not that I can recall. So I was looking at some for this bike. Just the ones for the front axle are, I think they're just shy of 50 quid. The ones for the frame are getting more into the region of horrific money, but I might do something for that at a later date, because yeah, but you're probably going to laugh. I bought some skateboard wheels. I'm pretty sure this has been done before. It may have been sort of the original idea way back in the day, and then companies started sort of using that idea. I don't know, but I'd say it's definitely been done before. So yeah, I bought some skateboard wheels. The first set didn't work out for the front axle. Basically they looked stupid. In my eyes they did. So I bought some orange ones. Tell you what though, they're a really good match with the orange. Very good match actually, but they were just too big. I should have thought about it a bit better and got some smaller ones, but then I thought, I think down here, this is where we're making the first ones, they'd actually look better black, sort of disappear a bit more, if you know what I mean. I'll show you the orange ones in place. Some people might think they look all right, and I get it, some people might think this is a really silly idea, but when I'm messing with my own bike and I'm looking at stuff, my first thought is, can I make that myself? I do it with everything, just because I enjoy it, that's all it is. I enjoy trying to do stuff myself and make my own things, because yeah, I get a bit of a kick out of it, I enjoy it. Anyway, the orange ones. Now, I've done all the kit to fit these, which we've got to modify. They just stuck out too much. The orange obviously matches lovely with the orange bits on the bike, but they just look quite big and horrendous stuck down there. Yeah, but stupid really, they look daft. As you can imagine them sticking out each side, they were just too big and in your face sort of thing. They just didn't look right. So yeah, I took them all back off, but I have got a plan for them. Literally the other day I happened to go up to a local shop literally 2 minutes up the road from here, called Moto Central. Just, what was I going in there for? I can't remember. I was going in there for something, and there happened to be a Superduke outside. Someone had come to visit the shop on a Superduke, and they had the frame crash bungs on, and they look rather smart actually. I don't know what make they were. I couldn't see any maker's name on them, but they look quite good. Anyway, they were mounted to these mounts here. I think probably what they would have done, that it would have been inserts into the frame. These bolts would have come out and longer bolts in, and then the framework for the crash bungs. But they sat about like so. Basically just proud of this side panel, so if you ever did have a bit of a spill, it would obviously protect all this, which is more than likely quite expensive to replace, even if you drop your bike. I'll guarantee you most of us have had them moments where we're a little bit tired, you've parked your bike on an uneven surface, a bit of gravel or whatever, you've had a bit of a slip and nearly gone over. To my knowledge, I've not dropped a bike before, but you never know. There's a first for everything. I'm going to touch some wood, touch wood, touch wood. Hopefully it'll never happen. But just in case, I'm coming up with some ideas. But the trouble is, them ones I seen on that bike up that shot look so nicely made. It's like, oh, is it just going to be easy just to buy the frame ones? But then I come back and started doing a bit of research on them, and they're sort of well and truly over £200. Ooh, I don't know about that. Then maybe we will be looking into making some of them, but we'll see. If I do make some of them, I will be using these. They're not going to go to waste. Things like this always get used for something eventually. But like I say, they were dirt cheap. So now I've got these. A lot more discreet. And obviously a lot cheaper than buying the proper kit. Yeah, like I say, it's just a little exercise that I wanted to do, just because like I say, I enjoy it. And obviously these just disappear down there, so all I've got to do is now modify the fixing kit I done for these orange ones the other day. It's nearly there, they nearly fit, as in like all these bits, the little bit in there just doesn't drop in properly, so I've got to skim a bit off that. These back bits need a bit skimming off them so they drop in there a bit better. The bar should be okay, so these are just drilled and tapped for the bolts. I've popped the bearings out of these obviously because they're no longer going to be wheels, we don't need them to spin. So I've popped the bearings out of that one. I'll pop the bearings out of the other one in a moment and use them. But basically four of these, a tenner, 10 quid. So because we've got four, we may be able to drum up some other ideas, maybe for another bike or on this bike, but they will come in handy at some point. It's like the great big orange ones. I think they were £11. So yeah, and it's just giving me something to do, something to mess about with. I may have gone into holiday mode in my head a little bit too early. I might have said that in the last video, I'm sort of winding down a bit. I'm just thinking now, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to hit the road. That's where my head is. So I'm struggling to concentrate on anything. You know what it's like, and it's like that for a little bit of time when you come back from holidays, isn't it? You just struggle for motivation. Anyway, let's see if I can modify all these little bits and get me skateboard wheels on the bike and see if it looks any good. It's worth a try. Right, what I'm going to do first is just take this lip off here till this bit just drops inside of that wheel that we've got. I don't think I need to take a lot off. Let's get the wheel. Where's that one gone? I've took the bearings out of. Here we go. So we'll just keep skimming a bit off. So basically, yeah, that bit goes in there. Ready for the lathe going backwards? No, I think it needed a bit more off than what I thought. got to be it, surely. That's the one. Oh, let's pop that out of there. There we go. Hey, that fits nice actually. Oh, that's alright, I'm happy with that. Right, that's the little caps for the front then. Now these back bits I made obviously need a bit of a skim off as well. Looks like quite a bit actually. We'll just do a bit at a time and see how we go, because I need the wheel to sit right back against that tapered part. A little bit more. Oh, there we go. We're on. Right, I think we've sorted that out. Obviously they're different on both sides. The other side you got a sort of a nut that screws into the inside of the can't get my words out, spindle, axle, whatever you wish to call it. Right, so that is, yeah, that's for the other side. Let's screw that to this side. So we got the back bit. Obviously these bits I've just turned down, they would look better black, which I can do. I can get that sorted at a later date. Where's the bolt for that? Over there. But for now, we're just going to get them on. So we need that. That's nice and light. That's aluminium as well. There we go. Oh, that looks alright. If you can sort of ignore that it's a skateboard wheel, I think it would be good. And then the other side to match as best we can. So like I say, they each side fits differently to the bike. Right, let's go slide it on, see what it looks like. Oh, is that going in? There we are. That's not too bad, you know. I'm actually alright with that. I'll say, I think it'll look better with these, I don't know, Cerakoted black, powder coated black, anodized black, whichever. But we're not going to get it done now. It's way too close to the big adventure. Let's get the other side in. If I've got all that right, that should just screw in there. Sorted. That's that's it, that's the idea. It's protruding past most of the parts round here. Like I say, if it did take a tumble, it wouldn't smash this in, it shouldn't smash the calipers, and it shouldn't take the bottom of the forks out. That's alright. I'm happy with that. What can I say? Yeah, skateboard wheels. They don't look amiss. I don't think so. I'll say, I think it'd be a bit better with them alloy bits black. Did do the job. As you can see, they're protruding past all the other bits, which is what they're supposed to do. And they are certainly better than my first idea, which was a little bit over the top. I know it's a bit of an over the top bike, I get that, and I get that it's not everybody's cup of tea, this bike, but I like it. I like it, and I've got to say, it's an absolute joy to ride, because it's quite a tall bike. I have got a lot more leg room on there. I actually went up and seen Matthew yesterday, who hates it, which makes it even better, because he's got to look at it throughout the entire trip that we're about to embark on, which makes it brilliant to me. The first idea was a little bit, as you can see, a bit too much, but like I say, these wouldn't be amiss if I can come up with something that'll look alright, like the ones I've seen on that bike up that shop, which to be honest was quite a nice looking kit, but very, very expensive. If I could do something up here with these, I'll say I'm hoping I'll never ever ever have to use them. I hope they'll never ever be needed, but hey, if they're there, they could save an awful lot of money in the long run. If I did drop this bike, touch wood again, that's never going to happen, but maybe I could come up with some ideas. I don't know, some engine protectors with some black, the other black ones, figure out where I could fit them. I don't know, who knows, protect the exhaust. I'll look at that in the future and maybe come up with some ideas, but maybe that's give one or two of you an idea just to try it out. I'll say the black set of wheels were about 10 quid. These ones were about 11 quid or something like that, and if you wanted to get a bit funky with it, there is some wheels out there with some very bright, with a lot of patterns on and logos and things like that. Maybe you could do some trick like that and have a mess about with the idea. Maybe it's completely useless to you, but I thought I'd share it. I think the ones down there don't look amiss. I'll look at it this way: if I just say, oh, I bought some crash bobbins for the bike and I filmed just fitting them, would you know? Would you know if I'd use Skateboard? Maybe you would. I don't know. Who knows? But I've enjoyed that little bit of messing about, actually, and it's something else I've made rather than bought it, although I did buy the wheels. Anyway, that's only a short little video. It's a little job done. Like I say, I'm sort of winding down now because we've got our ferry booked, and literally is just round the corner, and I am looking forward to this so much. I really am. Next little thing I've got to do on this is the luggage. Now, looking at it, I need a little bit of luck, because I've got the luggage frames here, these ones here. Now these, obviously they're designed for the bike, But we have a bit of a but. They are designed with the standard the standard tail tidy. We'll call it a tail untidy. The standard one on the bike that's really, really long. It sort of comes right out here, which would get it well away from this. It's going to be close, as into the indicators. Very, very close. So we need a little bit of luck there when we eventually try these on. We'll probably do that in the next video, we'll see. But yeah, it's basically that bar there is going to be very close to the indicators when it gets bolted on. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of luck and it doesn't collide with the indicators, but I'm sure I'll find a way around it somehow. Like I say, they are designed to go with the bike in completely standard trim with the great big long tail untidy on, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so we've got to get them racks on, get all the luggage on, and then I will do a little video of some of the bits that I'm taking. And yeah, like I say, we are just winding down, ready to clear off on our big adventure. Right, that will do. This week I've got to take the Norton, that's there on the bench still. I've got to take that back to the gentleman who owns it, so I've got a little trip out there. Then I'm going to have a damn good clean up around the shed, get all that absolutely spotless, so when I return I can get straight back on with work. There was a little job I was going to try and squeeze in, but yeah, we are running out of time, so I'll see how that goes. I may be able to do it, I may not, but top of the list, I've got to get everything ready and get gone. Anyway, that'll do. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.